Just get yourself in, mate.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ottr Works podcast. We are Ottr Works.
We are indeed. I'm
Who-
Joss Henderson, Junior Creative.
I'm Ben Law, Business Director.
And I'm Dan Pettit, Creative Director. And this podcast is very, very mixed in what we talk about. What do we talk about?
Everything.
Everything. Like what?
Everything and anything. Yeah.
If you can think it, we'll speak it, then we'll say it.
Yeah, sometimes we have guests on, currently not, but hopefully in the future.
If you like it, let us know, and if you don't,
Don't let us know. Nice. High fives, anyone?
High fives.
Woo!
Enjoy this podcast.
Right, thanks for coming to this week's See Through Glass. I'm joined by co-host Daniel Pettit,
Hello, everybody.
who shoots mainly on a kit lens, Canon 7D.
I do.
And our good friend Joss, who is a sound mixer master.
Your friend.
Yeah?
Employee
Oh, well.
and nothing else.
You can degrade the relationship, Joss, if you want to. Dan?
Thank you for
Yeah.
wearing almost the same colour as what I'm wearing today.
Why are you talking like a...
This is how we do the podcast now.
This is now the radio host.
signal.
For those
Don't radio hosts do this?
for those listening, we've all got the microphones in front of our faces.
I quite like it, actually.
Yeah.
I feel more professional.
Yeah.
It's like a radio. What's it
Yeah.
like when you do BBC Wiltshire with Mr. James?
It's a bit like
Threlfall?
that. It's way more scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You just got the pressure of knowing that you're live.
Alexa, stop with that shit.
Have we started?
Yeah, we started.
Turn
Cool.
the lights down low.
So, this is the 2020 end of year review.
Let's get it, boys.
You boys obviously did one last year.
Sat in almost this same position.
Not
We
far
were
off.
on some metal stools in a very barren-looking office. And now look at us.
What a change this room's gone through.
I know.
It's got a telly now.
And an extra human.
Yes.
One extra human. Another otter is in the space.
Yeah. Well, how did you want to kick off this podcast?
Well, we've gone from a duo to a brew. A group of otters is called a brew, Joss, just so you know.
Thank you.
Anyway, so year in review. We did put some questions out earlier today on Instagram, but I think we'll get to those later about what people want to ask us. When we start with you, Joss, how has your year
Ooh,
been?
Great
Let's
question.
not go into COVID because I think everyone's
Yeah.
done with that.
Bored of it.
yeah.
so-
Vaccines on the way. We're out of it.
Yeah. So how was your year? Were you still in your last employment at the start of the year?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. Got out of that as quickly as I could, and
Yeah.
then I joined Ottr.
Yeah.
Well, how did my year start? So, did I message you? I think I messaged you in the new year. It was either the new year or the very back end of 2019 that I messaged you. You gonna pull it up?
Yeah, carry on speaking.
Pull up.
I'll find the message.
I'd
It's on
obviously-
the R account, I think.
As I think
Probably.
we've said in the podcast before, I had been listening to the podcast and been watching the vlogs.
Yeah.
Heard that you'd toyed with the idea of bringing on a third otter for about a year. So I thought,
Oh, that's how you know.
they're not gonna fucking do it, so I'm gonna have to message them. So I dropped you a message, asked to meet for a coffee, and there we go.
Is that what you thought it was? Do you think we were just didn't have the bottle to go for it?
No. I just thought
Because it probably was a bit of that, Dan, in Joss's defence, wasn't it?
What's that, sorry?
I was not having the bottle.
No,
to
I was
actually-
only joking when I said it like that.
Oh,
but
okay. Well, there's an element of truth to that, so that's why I asked.
there you go. Well, I have to thank Charlotte a lot for that because I was not confident enough to do it as soon as I would have liked to, and she was like, "Just do it. What have you got to lose?" Which is a very good attitude to look at things. So I'm very grateful for that.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Thank you, Charlotte. But yeah,
I think you're on our radar. Maybe not on our radar, but the first message was actually sent by us.
was it? It was. It was.
And it said, hey,
yes,
Joss, how you doing, chap?
Yeah, I remember that.
Why?
Yes, Joss. Because you must have liked a lot of stuff or
I think
commented or something.
I followed you, and then I just liked a bunch of shit initially.
So you broke the barrier, Dan.
I did.
Okay.
I was the initiator.
Oh,
Dan was the initiator.
the giver.
instigator.
Yeah.
And then from there, Joss was saying that he loves what we're doing, listening to the podcast non-stop as well.
I actually was. Anytime I was getting in my car to go somewhere, I was listening to you. Which is
There we go.
weird to say now.
Yeah.
That I was listening to my bosses.
Yeah.
Um,
Future boyfriends.
future boyfriends. But yeah, and then we met for coffee. I kind of expressed my interest, you could say. And then you obviously maybe like a week later, you
Yeah.
put out the post anyway because you'd already planned to do it.
Yeah.
So I just got in there, which is nice.
But I think we told you about that, didn't we? We were like, we're still
Yeah.
going to put it out. Just see what comes in.
You gave me a heads up, which was nice. You said like we're going to put the post out anyway. Not anyway, like I already had it, but you're going to put the post out.
Yeah.
And then you chose me,
Yeah.
which I'm very grateful for to this day.
I was pretty set after the first meeting, I think, and then you were like a bit more. Let's still have a look round, which we should have done. I'm not defending what I thought.
I think that just describes your characters as people, if anything. Like you're not in a bad way, but like it's just
Yeah, I think when it came to like the recruitment, it was Ben, like you say, this very our characteristics. Ben's very much like get it, like it's an idea, right? How do we get this done? How do we execute it? Whereas I'm more like, yes, but we know we need to get to that end result, but how do we get there? Like, how many steps should we take? And I'm always thinking about the next 3 or 4, whereas Ben's like, nope, we're doing it today.
But
Yeah.
I think it's a good position to be in that you've got both sides of the coin. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like really different sides of the coin.
You stop us when we have to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then Ben can give that push when
Yeah.
you
and
think
then-
it's needed.
I'll just hit the iceberg and worry about it after. Whereas you're like, Ben, should we just quickly turn left and right and get round it? And I'll be like, all right. You know?
You're like, actually, let's just put it in full speed and go straight over the top.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I started working here.
How was that? Was it nervous your first day?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I came in a week before I started for a couple of days. I remember because I'd left my job early, and because I was just like done with it, and then I was just like, I know I'm not looking to start yet, but is it alright if I come for a couple of days just to see how you boys work? And you were totally up for it, so I came in, which is cool. And then it's been great ever since. We had quite a lot of shoots actually in those first couple of weeks before the C word hit.
We had fuckloads booked in for March.
Yeah.
Like probably one of our busiest months to date, it was.
And well, luckily we got 2-3 weeks into March, so I got I guess quite a lot of shoots straight off the bat, which is nice. And then obviously gloss over that bit. Lockdown was lockdown, standard for everyone.
What were your perceptions of Dan within the first 5 minutes of working with him, sitting down with him to then, and then how has that changed in the past 11-10 months?
I guess the one thing that I thought initially, and that has completely stayed the same, is that he knows his shit. He's shit hot on everything. I said it before, but I don't think I've really ever asked Dan a question and he's not known a way to do something. Like if I'm in Photoshop or Premiere, if I'm trying to do something, he'll know.
It's his Bible, isn't it?
Yeah.
Creative Cloud.
Yeah, it's his bread and butter. So
That's what I know. It is funny that, isn't it? It's I guess the years of experience, and you'll get there in a couple of years, but it's just like every time you're learning something new, and it's just, there's so many different ways of doing stuff, and it's cool that you've come on and you've learned how to use these tools, but in the way that I use it, and I tend to think that the way that I use it is a bit more, I don't know, in my head logical or whatever, whereas someone else who does the exact same job will do it completely different.
Yeah, and I mean you're really hot on your shortcuts for everything, which is great. But I guess for me it takes time because I think I'm in the same way logical. I like to know how I'm doing something, and then it's okay, now there's a shortcut for that, and I can just do that. But like you said, just time, isn't it, and doing it over and over again.
Were we different in the vlogs? Because you were watching the vlogs up to that.
Yeah,
we had released, I guess, a couple vlogs before.
I think
quite a few.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I think the benefit of you guys doing it is you're kind of just an exaggerated version of yourselves.
We turn it on a bit more, don't we, in the camera?
Yeah, but you are still those people. So if when people ever see you or meet you, they're like, it's good for them because I mean, that's the same impression I got. You still rip into each other. You still, you're the same people. Yeah.
Cool.
What about Ben?
Yeah.
How was he?
I mean, I'd say you're both the same. You're very much like the same people on camera that you are off camera. I guess it was just
give us some more sauce, Joss.
No, I was just going to say obviously in the vlog you don't see you guys working.
Yeah, okay.
You don't really. I guess someone outside of the business might not understand too much what you do. We've definitely got better at that and explaining the work we're doing. Yeah, and how everything operates. But maybe before it wasn't too business centered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think my perception of you has stayed the same, pretty much.
So I haven't improved at all, is what you're saying, basically.
This is just a review for you. This is your OKRs.
Nice.
But we're doing it live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How brutal.
How
How about you, Dan?
yeah.
How have you seen? What was your first impressions of Joss then?
Oh God. Is this? Yeah.
Kind of like a year in the view, isn't it? Joss has been.
Yeah.
He came at the start. It's been here now.
Well, it was just the interview, wasn't it? When you came into the interview and you showed us a film.
Yeah, I showed you a couple of videos I'd made.
What one was it?
There's one when I went to
wasn't it?
Poland.
And then because then you were
Barcelona.
going to Barcelona for in between the first and the second interview.
Yeah. So when
You
we
were-
met again,
You were toying of buying a Canon or a Sony.
yeah, we won't go into that.
Bought a Sony,
Uh,
knowing that we're Canon purists. Like, we don't actually think Sony or Canon's better. Canon is better, but we're not knocking Sony. It's just become the running joke now, isn't it?
yeah.
But I like that. That's what I came away from that interview. Like, obviously, we've never ever recruited in our lives, and then we've come away with the first person that we've met being like on the ball, wanting to work for us, wanting to be really like keen and up for it, showing us a video, which is really great. Because if you're going to apply for a job in a film agency, then why are you not showing videos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
How about you, mate? How's your year been?
All right.
Nice.
Cool.
Up to anything special?
My year was, obviously hit by the C-bomb. Got into gaming for like 16 hours a day for 2 months during lockdown 1 because I had nothing else to do. Me and Amber had loads of arguments because I was gaming all the time. And at the time, I was like, just let me play my game, Amber. Now I look back and I'm like, good God, I was playing so much World of Warcraft. Like, no wonder she got pissed off.
Yeah.
And then that moved into, what was it? Like, we kind of had like break from lockdown 1, came into summer, didn't we? It was like, oh yeah, things went crazy in June work-wise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ran a few marathons, did a 100k race.
You did.
Which we haven't got to go into.
Nope.
Bought a Kona road bike. You guys made loads of fun of me.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency went a bit nuts for a bit, still is.
Yeah.
And this is weirdly, as soon as we get our own office, we go into lockdown.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But work's been from a business point of view, work's been very interesting this year because it's been like we've mixed it in with putting our prices up, and then it's also just been like some months have just been absolutely astronomical, like what the sort of stuff that's come in, and like just record numbers in terms of not only money but shoots, and just hoping that once lockdown and I've mentioned the C word like 4 times, when it does subside,
Yeah.
this kind of keeps going.
I was just looking at the calendar actually, and on the 21st of January was the Southwest Business Awards.
Oh yeah,
That
Yep.
seems like quite a long time ago.
like years ago.
Yeah.
That does seem like it was last year.
Yeah. Were
That
you
was-
with us then?
No. Yeah.
About a month before, I guess, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you when you look back at like pre-Joss, are your memories pretty scarce now? Like, I only have like so many memories without Joss.
Yeah.
When I think back to Ottr, it's like I have to try to remember what life was like without Joss. I can't think of life without Joss in this room.
What does that say?
No, true.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
only if I have desk memories and stuff like that, I think, oh, that was what it was like. But they've all weird thin a bit. Only the big ones stand out. National Trust documentary stand out. But if I wouldn't even have to try, and Joss could be in those memories. Do you know what I mean? If you think back to like
Just appears.
Lake District, I can just imagine Joss like running about with a 50 mil or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment.
It is.
Okay, good.
No, you fitted.
Joss, you're fat.
You fitted very well into the team, I'd say. Kind of like ideal scenario, really, wasn't it? Because that was the one thing we sought advice from loads of friends, and they were just like, just pick someone that's going to work with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I've got the personality match because you can teach them everything else.
Yeah,
And we're still looking for that person. So if they are out there,
Nice.
drop us a line.
You guys were very hot on, like even on that first meeting, because I think I was quite open with the fact that I haven't really used Photoshop much. I have now, obviously, but at the time I barely used Photoshop or InDesign or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you were like, doesn't matter because you can learn it.
Yeah.
And you said that, I think, even in the recruitment post, like, you don't need to be a wizard, you don't need to have a degree or anything like that, which was really nice, I think, for me to see, because I was coming out of sixth form, I think I was quite disheartened because like everyone wants experience. It's like
Or
it's
a
such a
degree.
cliche.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how the hell am I meant to get experience when I don't? I didn't want to go to uni or anything like that. So it was nice that you were like open to helping those, those people in my situation.
I think we always will. I think
Yeah.
that'll always be, unless there's a position that opens up that is very certain on needing certain skills or. But
Yeah.
what kind of role would there be where you'd have to have a degree or something like that?
There isn't one.
There isn't
No.
one, is there?
I guess.
If you can do the job,
If you can prove, that you can do it.
I don't
Yeah.
care what the background is.
Yeah.
Unless, the only things I think you really need it is if you're a lawyer or a doctor where it actually
Yeah,
requires
yeah.
it. But for us employing anything, like you have someone who can do, I don't know, CGI light frames or something like that. Someone's got a degree in it, and someone who's just letting off their own back. Someone letting off their own back, to me, that's more impressive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Because you could,
That shows commitment.
I guess, with like video editing and any kind of editing like that, you could just do it step by step, and you could get the same result. So yeah.
Nice. Did you said you had listened to the podcast?
From last year,
Yeah.
I have indeed.
You've got notes?
I have got notes. So, obviously, last year you boys did an end of year review for 2019.
Yeah.
Put my glasses on because I cannot see shit.
Ben, tell me about the clothes that you're wearing today.
I am
Good
wearing H&M trousers, £18.
Nice.
Charged white shirt, £25 and £100 in a 4 shirt, £100 offer.
Oof.
And a wool merino charged white mustard jumper.
Nice.
What are you wearing, Tommy Hilfiger?
This on my upper layer is a Tommy Hilfiger striped long sleeve, round neck.
Where'd you cop the drop from?
I copped this from Sue Ryder.
Charity
Big
shop,
up Sue Ryder for the plug.
Cherry shop.
And then just standard new look H&M black trousers. If you know what I mean.
New look H&M
One or two of them.
or both?
Maybe, yeah. Collaboration.
Socks?
Socks are Ariat merino wool. Actually, feel them.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Mine's
nice.
a little bit more coarse.
Way thicker, yeah. Were they nicer when they were new?
Yeah.
And what shoes are you wearing?
Just some boots.
Just some boots, he says.
Well, this the notes I made are they're just direct notes from that podcast. So before we go into that, how do you think your year's gone for you?
All things considered, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say I would be quite happy if I showed 1st of March Ben. If I showed 1st of April Ben today, I think he'd be like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good place to be, given what the fuck happened.
Dan?
Yeah, me too. I think it's just gone so fast. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, I mean it's literally Christmas next week.
Yeah, like lockdown was quite bloody long.
Mm.
It was a long old space, and we were literally just stuck in, not really getting out and doing much.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's been a good year all round.
Good. All right then. So going back to end of year review 2019, I just went through, listened, and made notes as we went. So obviously on that day you were in this room when it was pretty bare, pretty empty.
It's a shithole.
How does it feel to now be in here? I guess where it's fully assembled
And warm.
Yeah.
I remember that day when we were filming that podcast. It was pretty chilly.
You were both in coats.
Yeah.
And
We were, weren't we?
wrapped up.
Puffer
Yeah.
coat, yeah. I mean, it's mad, isn't it? Like, what was the vision when we came in here and we saw this place and we were like, yeah, we can do something with this. I think we knew that, okay, the carpet's going to get done, and I photoshopped the room and like put the paint on and everything, put the carpet in. So we knew what it could look like.
And Amber rendered it, didn't she? Do you
Yeah.
remember? She rendered the model.
Yeah. So we already knew what it could be like space-wise, but it's good. I like it. I love it.
What was that feeling like of getting your own office place before? What was it like having your own office for the first time?
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
as
so
exciting as the Defender.
Yeah, I remember doing that vlog and we got the stickers on the windows and I was buzzing by that.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
same buzz that we got when we got the stickers on the Land Rover as well, because it's just like,
So official.
it's like home, you know, it's our place.
It's your place.
I think
yeah.
everything is like perfectly in place here as well, isn't it? It's like we've got to a space where it's all like nicely laid out.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
over the year, it's with the shelf going up and like the amount of gear we have to fucking have, it's cluttered, but it's like organised clutter.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's good. You don't want it too clinical, do you? Like a hospital.
No.
I think it's quite like a homely office.
It's definitely your own, isn't it?
And
Yeah.
it's warm.
Yeah.
It's lovely and warm.
So
Lovely and warm.
that same morning that you recorded that podcast,
Yeah.
do you know what happened?
What was the date? 19th of December.
I don't know the date, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, no.
You got your nomination through for Young Entrepreneur of the Year.
Shit the bed, I did. I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a hoax.
Yes.
I thought you were taking the piss or something.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah. I still didn't think I was going to win that. Well, to be fair, I didn't really think about it too much. I tried not to.
No. What was the chat like? What was the chat like that about that on the podcast?
It was pretty much just what you
Like,
said there,
yeah,
Ben,
what the hell?
thinking it wasn't real.
You were calling me like Mr. Entrepreneur and stuff, weren't you? King Entrepreneur of the Year and shit.
And then you talked about getting a third Ottr on board.
Which we did.
Yeah, you were talking about the space and what you want to do
Yeah.
in the new year. So you've done that. And then you moved on to your goals for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, highlights of the year. So Ben's highlight for February was buying the Defender and the C200.
Really?
Yeah.
Did we buy it last year?
Wait, we were summarising 2019, so it would have been, we're in December, so we would have been reviewing the year before, right? Did we buy it in February of 2019?
Oh my god, yeah, okay, yeah.
We're looking back like almost 2 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's nearly 2 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty mad.
Yeah, okay, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
God, numbers are weird sometimes. Yeah, that's right, Joss.
And you spoke about all the new gear that you've got that you enjoyed. Is there any gear this year that you think's really taken us a step further?
My mechanical keyboard has carried the business. I mean, my email production efficiency has gone from 48% up to 96.
Yeah, I think I could probably handle the water drop interrogation that the Koreans do because of tapping.
noise.
Just like it.
Yeah,
So I can definitely handle interrogation better now.
On a serious note, I guess the crane
Yeah, the little gimbal. Yeah.
gimbal.
It's been nice.
We haven't invested too heavily this year, I don't think.
No, we've picked up a few new lenses.
We did.
Mm.
Was the 50mm 1.2 this year
Yeah,
and the 100mm macro
yeah,
your two new favourites?
yeah.
Did you get-
60. The 60 was last year.
That was last year.
When did you get the 50mm?
This year?
Yeah, it was. It was like mid-year. No, it must have been early.
I swear you've had it the whole time I've been here.
I think it was January, Dan.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Or February. I remember because we got it ordered to desk, didn't we?
Really?
It's definitely this year. And that's your lens, mate.
That is your
You love that
your
chode.
baby.
That is. But when we were shooting on the weekend, I went from the 50mm to the 70-200, then I went to the 100mm, and then I was like, the 100mm is the one. But the 50mm was still
Still the daddy.
It's got the
Still
place
the
in my
daddy.
heart, yeah.
Look how much space we had in the forest, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter about 100 or a 50 or
No.
a 700.
Good times.
Be nice to get a 600mm or something, wouldn't it? Nah, not a 600. What do you want next? What is there to get apart from prime lenses? Just prime cinema, isn't it, really, now?
Maybe it'd be interesting to try like a 35mm. It gets us a little bit wider than the 50.
Yeah.
85, we're kind of almost there between a 50 and 100.
Yeah, that 24-105 is pretty good, though.
No other lenses on my
Cinema
on the
lens?
horizon.
Cinema lens next, do you think?
Yeah,
That
or
makes
I'd like
sense,
to
doesn't
try
it?
Sigma lenses. Just give them a go. The art lens, just to see what they're like.
Are they cine ones or not?
Well, they're called Sigma Art Line or something.
Yeah.
So they're all quite specific to.
Bit like an Audi.
Yeah.
R-line.
Oh.
What
That's
cinema
fine.
lens would you want to get? I know you said about that. It's like 80.
18 to 80. That Canon one's quite nice.
Yeah, the big chunky boy. I
Yeah,
think that's a
the
bit
big
too
Broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big. What would you?
Could be a good everyday one, though. Because
Mm.
what do you use currently on the C2? 24-105?
Yeah. Banging lens.
So it's just that, but less zoom, isn't it? But more wide.
Do you think there will be any big camera upgrades in 2021, or do you think we're in quite a good, comfortable position?
Who knows?
I think so.
You think there will be? What do you think we'd upgrade, and what to?
I think we'll either get a new DSLR
Mm-hmm.
or I think we might,
Silence.
or we could upgrade the C200.
What to? Like a red? Or would you want to stay?
It's
Canon?
down to Dan, really. It's up to him whether he wants the fucking headache of moving to red and the
Yeah.
consistent headache of owning one, or a C5.
Wow.
I think if I was to spend that
much
much money, I would probably go towards red
You
or
think so?
something like that, rather
Yeah.
than sticking with Canon. Yeah, I have no idea.
I think it would probably make more sense for us to get a DSLR, like an R5 that can shoot 4K RAW,
Mm.
because you're never going to need more than that.
And that would be your gimbal camera then as well.
Yeah, and then you've got if you were to put that against a C500, you've got 12 grand left over, and you could get like 4 cinematography Canon Cine lenses for that.
Yeah.
So for the cost of one C500, you can get a sick DSLR and upgrade 4 lenses to probably the highest spec you'll ever need.
True.
How
Do you
much
know
is
what I
that
mean?
new red? That's like 10.
It's 11k plus VAT, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's 6k though, isn't it?
Yeah.
a lot of
but
dough.
It's a lot.
when are you going to need
But then
that?
that's just the they call it the brain for red, don't they? The body.
I just don't know when you're going to need 6k.
Not yet.
Never.
There's no demand for 4K really at the moment.
No.
I thought there would be when it came out.
Yeah.
It's just useful for the crop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
And then Ben, you predicted that you were going to get a lot more tattoos in 2020, and a face tattoo was included in that.
Was it really?
Yeah. Have you got any more tattoos this year?
I got the dragon and the Daft Punk tattoo.
So that was at the start of the year.
This year was it?
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
the Daft Punk tattoo was this end of December, to be fair. And
We'll throw
then
that in there.
the dragon was March, I think. Or maybe I haven't got any this year, actually, saying that. Maybe it was all last year. But I have just booked one in for January, so that kind of
Have you?
counts. Yeah.
Who with? Or you don't have to say,
I
but
can't
what are you
say.
going to get?
I'm not allowed to say too much yet.
Top secret.
Top secret.
Fair enough.
Only I know.
Thank you, Avian White.
You can come to me for more information.
Thank you, Dan.
I'm
Dan,
his
any
agent.
information? Any tattoos that you've got, Dan? You said that you would
I think
join
I've
Ben
got
in that.
the one on my leg, the goggles. I think that's it. I don't know when these were. Were they this year?
I think you've got one on your arm this year.
Yeah, it might have been the horseshoe. Or the cat. I'm not sure.
I think you got one in March. Remember you getting one in March because you
I
went
think-
down for a tattoo and Joss was here.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think I've had. This is gonna sound really weird. I have a memory of you like rubbing lotion on your arm.
Oh, I remember that too.
Like that tattoo stuff.
Cocoa butter.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's a weird fetish.
Right, at least it
there.
wasn't
Yeah.
him rubbing lotion in my arm.
Well, you sure it was your arm?
Moving on.
Moving on.
So Dan, your highlights of last year, you
Yes.
said were the Apps Broker Island shoot.
Yeah.
How was
nice.
that? Enjoyed that?
That was a good shoot. Yeah, that was a cool shoot actually. Nice, out on an island, middle of nowhere.
What would you say your favourite shoot of this year has been? Obviously, probably only like 6 months to choose
Probably
from. But
the Penhaligons one.
yeah.
Yeah, just being able to. It was quite a bit of stress before.
You were bricking it as well on that
Yeah,
one. You didn't want to do it.
No, like we'll go from the start, but the guys came to us and said, "We've got this shoot.
Mm.
You know, it's for really, like a fancy perfumery company in London. Can you fit it in before Christmas?" And we literally had about it's probably about 4 weeks to get it turned around. Was it?
They came to us at the end of August and said we need to deliver it by the first week of October.
Oh, so we had a little time.
5 weeks. But that was like, we didn't even have a studio booked or anything.
No.
Yeah, that was literally from nothing
Yeah.
to finished.
Yeah.
And we had
basically,
never
wasn't it?
shot macro before. And they wanted to
Yeah.
basically shoot with a car, which is no bigger than an iPhone,
Miniature.
travelling down a street scene.
Yeah. And you had a heck of a lot of storyboards and things to do, didn't you? And
Yeah,
a lot of planning.
luckily for them, those guys, Wildish, they produced all the storyboard and they kind of art directed it.
Okay.
So all we had to do was kind of produce it our end, making sure everything was aligned, which was like Ben's job, and making sure that, you know, studios are booked, the client's happy, and everything's kind of on the go. And then I was just kind of managing the direction on the day. And then the edit and the grade and everything in post-production. But we went down for the first day of Recce and we spoke to Cam, who was the gaffer there. And he said, like, well, we were planning to shoot on the C200 and that's why we bought the 100mm. And we were close to shooting on it. And it worked out that they were like, no, you should definitely just shoot on an Arri.
And and was it an Arri 100mm master macro?
Master macro, yeah.
£32,000 lens.
Yeah, and all this stuff that's just hitting me like a steam train. And
I was going
just
to say,
thinking,
was that even more added stress?
yeah,
onto
because
you?
then I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to use any of this gear. But they were like the coolest people to work
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
They made it super easy to do. And actually, after being hands-on with the camera for like 2 hours, it was so easy to use.
I was going to say, it seemed like you were quite comfortable.
Yeah.
You're just driving a different brand of car, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
a good way to
there's
put
a
it,
little
yeah.
bit of like settings, you know, how you navigate and everything is a little bit different, but it's still the same beast, really.
Different
Yeah.
biting point,
Yeah.
different handbrake.
But no, I'm so glad we did that, and I think like that's part of my personality that would have been like, no, I'm a bit nervous here. Oh, I don't know what to do. And whereas Ben's in my ear, like, no, let's fucking go for it.
Yeah.
Like, let's go for the Arry. Let's not bottle this.
Money bags
let's
in my
get
eyes.
this done. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you look at the film at the end of it, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a nice video, and it looks so
And a
good.
fun shoot.
Yeah, and it was such a great shoot to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The amount that was like the learning curve on that as well was so high,
Mm.
and it was so, I want to say daunting, but it was a bit like, man, it's such a good shoot. A, because it pays well, and B, because it's putting us out of our comfort zone.
Yeah.
We're getting to do stuff we've never done before. So like, I mean, inevitably we're going to have to do a studio shoot like that, right? So why not then?
Yeah.
And then now, next time it happens, it'll be like, yeah, cool. We know the studio. We'll know what sort of camera we want to use and who we want to bring on.
You kind of know your range then, don't you?
Yeah,
What
it's
you
way
can
less
and can't do.
daunting now. If someone came to us and said, "Here's 10 grand, I need you to shoot an advert," it's like, all right, cool, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. It was just weird on shoot as well that I was kind of. It felt like I was kind of in charge of like when cameras were rolling and making sure everything was locked in, and we were like, okay, we're happy with that shot. That's taking it myself from like just being a film guy who goes out and films an event for GWR and then comes back and edits it on a train to then being like an actual director on a shoot who's like, yeah, we're happy with that shot. Is everyone, everyone's good. Let's lock that in. Let's go to the next one. And even just, I found myself even just like managing people and making sure that, we had coffees and the food was on time and shit like that. And it was just like these little things that I guess you manage.
With the video we were making as well, there were a lot of different moving parts, weren't there? So it was like music. You had to just keep it all going and moving, which takes a lot, doesn't it? And when you've got to do different takes,
I think that was why that was my favourite job of the year.
Nice. Was that the first studio shoot you've done like that?
Bit like proper studio, yeah. We've done like photography and stuff.
Yeah.
We don't need video photography. It was just like stuff we done for night and stuff, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We did we did that fashion stuff we did with the forum with a known kind of studio backdrop, but
an area, I guess.
Yeah, but nothing to
Nothing
this
like
scale.
big.
No, and with like the
film
light.
studio.
We shot on the Arri Alexa, the Master Macro 100mm. Then we had like 9 Dido lights, which were all lighting the street lights. Then we had
You had the big Panavision crane as well.
Yeah, and then like a huge light which was coming down above. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why we went and seeked the professionals. The next level of like where we're at. Those guys are like up another level, and it was really good to learn from them and how they do it.
Yeah, for sure. Moving on from that, you said that your favourite podcast last year was Harry Hugo from the Goat Agency.
Nice.
You listened to any more of that?
Have I listened to any? No.
Was it my favourite podcast we did?
Yeah.
Oh, not as in Dan was listening to Harry Hugo's podcast.
No.
No. You
Not
did
really
a
a thing,
podcast with him.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, and you launched the podcast last year. The first one with Will Davies.
Will.
Oh yeah, back in February, March. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The-
What episode are we on now? Like 56?
41.
41. The vlog's on 54, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Numbers.
Nice. Where do you see the podcast going in the new year? Is there anyone you want to get on?
There's loads of people I want to get on, and I think the possibility that we might have access to a podcast studio that's our own next year, that's all I'll say, makes everything so much easier because we don't have to do this around what works for the whole building rather than what works for us.
Yeah.
And we can have people turn up at the studio, and we can pretty much invite anyone we want on, and they can drive, and there's parking there. There's no complications, and we don't even have to keep setting down and moving the office about to do a podcast.
Yeah.
I think that's way cooler. And also the idea that we could probably leave cameras set up on tripods, kind of ready to go,
Yeah. Literally just having
Get some
the
camcorders.
desk there ready, and you just sit down.
Yeah.
Boom, done.
Because you probably just get some nice camcorders, couldn't you? Rather
Yeah,
than set
you
the
could-
A and B constantly up.
Yeah, you could probably go to you could probably pick up a half decent camcorder that would shoot in a kind of a log setting, and they'd both be the exact same, and they'd be like
Yeah.
around a couple grand.
Yeah.
And that would like be probably the best podcast setup you can
Yeah.
get. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have 3 of them.
Yeah. Plug them into the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just SD card in, SD card out.
They're ready to go every time.
Suspend them from the ceiling.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You said your most stressful experience last year was flying the drone at Nationwide.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty stressful.
You fucking hated that, mate.
What would you think? Has anything topped that this year?
Start at Pennies was pretty stressful. Well, it was kind of long-winded though, wasn't it? Rather than like on the night you got to perform.
Yeah, that was more stressful, I think, because it was like didn't want to let anyone down.
Yeah.
You know, we were facilitating a side of a business that they couldn't do, so we were like drafted in to do that.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, they've got a built relationship with this company. Let's not fuck it up. And we didn't, so it was all good. But there was just that stress of being like, oh god, are we good enough? And I get that all the time. I'm always thinking like, is what I'm doing good enough? Am I good enough?
It's so easy to do though, isn't it? Like you see.
Oh, yeah. What's that called?
On socials.
Was it Stockholm syndrome? What's that?
Stockholm syndrome. No, that's something different. I think you're thinking of imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome.
Where you don't feel like you deserve it.
I mean, just like comparing yourself constantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, then you went on to your goals for 2020. Do you remember what they are?
Stockholm syndrome is when you've been kidnapped and you like start to be sympathetic to the kidnapper.
Yeah.
I was thinking, wait, what is that one? Right,
I
anyway.
definitely wasn't.
Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't as Stockholm.
Dan isn't
syndrome.
kidnapped. He is not a child from Sweden from 1948, which I dug out of.
You might have. This might just be a massive kidnap. You might be the kidnapper, and I might have just been kidnapped.
Dan.
Oh god.
It would be a good twist if Josh was the kidnapper.
Yeah.
Plot twist.
It's like, and you employed me.
Right, 2020 goals. What did we say?
Well, can you remember what you said?
Bring someone on.
Yeah.
Bring 2 people on.
You said 2 or 3 employees.
Jesus, that was
But given
classic Lawton, that, isn't it?
given what's happened this year, I think you can be fair on yourself.
We were close to getting 2.
We were very close to getting
Almost
second,
having 2,
yeah.
which was a shame it didn't happen. But
Big shame.
for unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would bet money that if COVID didn't happen, we would be a team of 4, if not a team of 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I reckon so.
Yeah, definitely 4.
But we have been just a really safe, secure team of 3 instead, which I think was the right move in today's climate.
Yeah, and there's space in the future to it's going to happen. Space in the future to grow. So
I think next year will be a 3 and a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 4 and a 5. See you, Joss.
Bye.
I think it would be a shame if we didn't get to 4. Big shame we didn't get to 4, because I think that would be a unit of 4 would be really nice to have someone who can edit while other people are out shooting. Never lose editing time. That's key, I think.
Yeah, 100%. Dan, can you remember anything you predicted?
anything
you
to do with
this
the
year?
vlog?
It wasn't actually, no.
Yeah. Podcast?
No.
Gear?
No, you didn't even do any gear
What the
predictions.
hell do we talk about?
These were more personal goals.
Oh, personal
So
goals.
not necessarily business.
Get engaged?
You didn't actually say that. Ben did say that, I think.
Did I?
Nice.
No, sorry, you didn't. You both said you want to buy a place with your other halves.
Yeah.
And how's that happened?
We've
that gone?
done it. Neither of us has moved in.
Yeah. Something
Fucking solicitors.
Something's just slowing it down.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I do remember saying to you though.
Moving in together, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember saying to you that I was going to propose last year. I think. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I remember saying I was going to do it in autumn, and then I came around to August, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I probably should organise that.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're both getting on the property ladder then?
But yeah, we both had our mortgages approved.
Mm-hmm.
We're just literally waiting on that last leg now. So
Nice. Dan, the only other goal you had was, be in the office and then grow with people you want to share the journey with, and it'll be nice to have someone on board who is fully about Ottr.
sorry,
You definitely wrote that down.
That is
It's all about him.
That is your words.
having a tall, handsome lackey.
That is your words, mate.
Wow. Couldn't be much. It couldn't be any more true, could it? Really?
Oh,
There we go.
look at that, wholesome. Ben,
You guys find compliments so horrible, don't you?
Yeah.
yeah.
Cut the fucking awkwardness of a knife.
Can you remember what your other one was?
Uh,
You've kind of done part of it. Well, one of them. You actually said quite a few.
I've achieved one of them, have I? Or like half of it?
Win more awards.
Is it win more awards? I don't think I would have said that. Because I have won more awards. We both have.
It wasn't that.
Give me a clue.
What is it, Joss? Whisper to me.
Come on, Sam.
I don't know if you're going to give it to yourself.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh, classic Lords. I actually don't know. I can hear him.
Oh.
Oh, fuck off! Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, well you did it for 3 months last year.
3 months.
Yeah.
Keto. No.
No, you got into a sport. You played tennis for 3 months last
Yes.
year, you said.
Yes.
And you wanted to get into a sport this year.
I did.
You did. And you did
Cycling.
Did you?
For about a month. Yeah.
And then you said you wanted to compete in some kind of event.
Which I did.
Did you?
Well, I would argue that our 76k was I was
event,
I was competing against my health,
Yeah.
like my heart, Dan.
Your head. It was your heart or your head.
I put everything into that. I had nothing left to give.
Nice.
That was a beastie ride.
For someone uninitiated, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You've not ridden after that, have you?
I've done a few 18, 20Ks, but nothing. Do you know what? I think it is? I feel like I need to get another pair of pedals on the bike that isn't cleats. Because when I look at going for like a light cycle, to me, that's not a cleat cycle. That needs to be like a flat pedal, can kind of just go around town, bomb around town. With cleats, you can't bomb around town like you'd want to because you have to be able to get your feet off the brakes instantly.
Mm.
So I think next year in the spring, I'll get some flat pedals and be able to... Because when we went out for that first ride and I wore shoes, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Because we were just dicking about... We did like a 25k just dicking about through Swindon and stuff, but...
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if the cleats, they just seem such a serious thing to have on.
Get another bike.
Nah. I'll just change the pedals and fuck the spokes again.
Yep.
Do you think you want to push more cycling next year and maybe compete in that, or is there any other sports you want to get into?
I'd quite like to get into boxing.
That would be cool.
Just so, because Dan's getting pretty hench now. So
yeah, you got to bring him down.
Just be nice.
Just gone through like tennis, cycling, boxing.
Mate, that's me though. I taste everything. You know, I'm like you when you're 15. Just ate everything.
Yeah. Like Skittles, taste of rainbow.
Yeah. yeah. I've always wanted to be able to do some sort of martial art or self-defense. And
that's cool.
You know, as I'm getting older and more attractive, and I'm going to have kids soon, I think, wow, I just hate to be in the scenario where someone like starts on me in front of the wife, and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't know what to do. Apart from, I can talk my way out of it, but it would just be nice to think I can flatten this guy if I need to.
Well, you've joined the gym again, so
yeah, but that doesn't really teach you how to punch people. What am I trying to say here? I'd like to be able to defend myself to a reasonable level.
nice.
And I think boxing is probably a good way to do that.
We could do some sparring in the office.
Yeah,
I'd
We
love
could do
to.
sparring Saturdays.
Every time I try and wrestle with you, mate, you get uncomfortable and tell me to get off you.
That's because you're usually naked.
True.
Dan,
But so are you.
you said you wanted to compete as well this year.
Yeah.
Have you done any kind of competing? Or gotten into any new sports, should I say?
No competing. Started CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Probably the best thing I've ever done.
Seriously?
Best sport I've ever joined, I think.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You like it that much?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
I think... yeah, I know it. Yeah, it's just great.
Is it one of those sports you wanted to do for a while and you just never
Mate,
did?
I've wanted to do it as much as I wanted Red Wings.
Really?
He would not shut up about fucking joining, mate, to the point that I almost joined.
Like Ben
Before
was...
him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
That's
Ben was
quite a
egging
lot.
me on to do it so much. Yeah, it's always like I've always bloody seen the adverts and I've always looked at the Instagram page and I'm like, oh, I need to do that. But the price of it always put me off because
Yeah.
it is quite an expensive sport.
It's
to
a
do.
commitment, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
but
then-
once you're there, you understand why it's so expensive.
And you go pretty religiously, don't you?
Yeah,
You're there like at least 5 times a week.
yeah. And I'm always trying to do like the morning sessions. I think there's nothing better than working out
In the
early morning. So
Yeah.
then you get to the end of the day and you're like, cool, I've
Done.
done my exercise. I can go home and sit down and actually do you
Whatever
know,
I want.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
because I feel like I've got something out of it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, that's been my one. I don't know if I'd want to compete in it though.
Mm.
At the moment, I'm not at a stage where I can compete on the same level as other people who do it because I'm still so like weak. Can't lift as much.
That's like me with touch typing.
Why is that?
I'm really fucking good at it, but if you want to compete, it's ridiculous.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah.
You can compete in touch type.
I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
it's championship.
We've gone from CrossFit to touch type.
But I mean, like, you really enjoy doing it. It's good fun, and you're naturally very good at it.
Yeah.
But, like, the idea of competing is, like, there's, like, do you reckon you could ever get to that level? Because it's quite... And compete and not come last?
Yeah. I feel like if I was to do it and compete, I would just about scrape not coming last, but the person who's last would be
Not far.
really shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like obvious
Like,
you were last.
done it for charity kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So touch typing competition?
Yeah, like I reckon on a good day I could probably average 150. I've hit 160
150
before.
what?
Words per minute.
Minute.
Yeah.
And how big are the words?
They normally just give you like paragraphs from random books. So from the Bible, Harry Potter, stuff like that. So it goes from like words like, wizard or Pythagoras to and the, and you have to get the punctuation correct. But there's guys out there that are hitting like 190, 210, and I don't think I could ever get to that. That's just like unheard of.
How are they advancing so much better, or how are they so much better than you?
They have special keyboards, so we all have QWERTY keyboards, QWERTY.
Yeah.
Whereas these guys will have like a keyboard that's split in half, and they have one for each hand that's not connected. 2 cables coming out the back, and then they'll have it so that all the letters are perfectly balanced. So like a letter that you use the least will be furthest away from your fingers. So Z and X will be furthest away because you'll use them the least. Whereas all the vowels would be in the middle.
Jeez.
And stuff because they're the ones you use the most. And that's the sort of stuff you need to have. And then you need to have special triggers on the keyboards. And then it's just fucking
So firstly,
insane skill.
You basically need to learn to type again.
Yeah, you have to
because
relearn
it's
the
completely
keyboard.
different.
Yeah,
Wow.
190 words per minute.
that's more than 3 a second.
That's more than you can say in a minute, isn't it?
Easily.
So you like Eminem's rapping.
It's like that. Like Rap
How
God.
he says it is how fast you need to type it, basically.
Yeah, it's like Rap God.
How do your fingers move
Fucking
that far?
hell.
Like you got 2 fingers, you've only got 1 mouth.
You got 10 fingers.
2 fingers. 2 hands. I meant 2 hands. You got 2 fingers,
Yeah.
1 mouth. That's mad.
Yeah. It's fun, I think. I've always just been the best at it. But I know I'm the best out of people I know, mate. But competing levels, people say, "Oh, why don't you go and do it?" I'm like, nah, mate.
Where would you compete?
Oh, online.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you have to have a webcam on your hands and stuff.
Wow.
So people know it's not a bot and all that kind of
So
stuff.
people do it through like Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
That's
like
mental.
people with money out of this shit, man. Like people
What?
compete.
I've seen that people do those speed racer games.
Oh, that's so fucking cool, man.
It's so it's just insane.
Speed run like some of your oldest favorite games
Yeah.
from when you were a kid.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
Not
Yeah.
really something that you'd be into.
I don't know what is it.
What game did you play most as like a teenager or a kid?
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good game.
Okay,
Oh, that's a
I'm not
sick
sure
game.
speed running on that would be very.
Sims?
No.
Uh,
They're
Sims-
kind of
Sims
like
was pretty
those.
sick.
think of COD Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Right, you played that.
Yeah.
Fancy someone could go on the hardest difficulty and complete the game in like 30 minutes. Because they can they just jump through different places, kill they know the exact way to throw a grenade
No way.
and all this kind of
That's a
stuff.
thing?
Yeah, and they do it all for cancer charity. And they raise twice a year they have a stream on Twitch. It's called Awesome Games Done Quick, and they raise millions
Wow.
for cancer.
I didn't know that. Player.
Yeah,
That's
really cool.
Fair enough.
But all games, man, like you got like Crash Bandicoot and shit like that.
What about the guy who was kind of in like a gowned thing in Assassin's Creed?
Mm.
Did you like that game?
I never played it.
I didn't either.
My brothers did, but they liked it.
I did.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it was good. It was a
Cool.
really good game.
Guy had a cool uniform in it.
But I was disappointed by the game because I always thought it was just you're set in this ancient Roman times,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's basically his ancestors who are alive today, and then he gets plugged into a simulation, and then he goes back in time. So you're not actually that character. You're his great grandson or whatever.
Yeah.
Which I never really understood. I didn't realize it was this cool futuristic
So
concept.
is it a time machine or is it just a simulation?
I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I think it's a simulation.
That's weak, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to see real Rome.
Yeah, what about... There's obviously game... Why can't you just do that? Because it is just a game. Just be the assassin. I don't know.
Not the concept, Jossie boy.
No.
No idea what you're talking about.
Your other goal... your other goal for the year, Ben, was to invest in something. Like Forex, is what you said.
I did. Got back into Bitcoin because Dan wouldn't shut up about how much his fucking chain link had gone up. And to be fair, it did go up fucking massively.
Yeah, it did do well.
Made a bit of money off that. I've made quite a bit of money off that in the first month. Sold all my profits, everything actually. Bought an engagement ring. Insert crying emoji, and then invested a couple of G's into some green energy, green car stuff a few months ago, which are doing great.
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
Insert happy emoji.
Yes.
Insert fire emoji.
Oh.
Wow.
Talking of fire, should we get to some questions from Instagram?
Let's do it. That was a great place because that's exactly where I finished as well.
Shotgun first one. Joking. I don't
So
actually.
for those listening, Ben put out a post on the old Otterworks Instagram earlier, asking some questions.
We've had 145 people so far look at the story.
Seriously?
And we've had
Damn.
a hell of a lot of questions here.
Very nice.
I got a call from Polly. I was like, thanks, mate. Can't wait to answer like 15 questions you put in.
Yeah.
Sorry, because he's putting loads of questions. Right, Dan, should we go? What are we doing? Bottom down, top down?
You start at the bottom, I'll start at the top.
Okay.
We'll meet in the middle.
Nice.
Right, so I'll start then.
Okay.
Got one from Sam Rogers.
Nice.
Funnest/funniest shoot of this year. Anything out of the blue happen?
I knew I should have rehearsed these.
Joss?
Funniest?
Yeah, or funnest?
Funnest shoot. You know, I've got a terrible memory.
You have,
know.
yeah. On the spot, you do.
Yeah.
Funny.
We'll get the juices flowing. Don't worry.
Thanks. What
I
shoots
guess-
have we done?
I guess the most fun is probably like...
What's fun?
I guess the most fun is probably like the men's mental health stuff, like Luke Watkins
Yeah.
and stuff, because it's sport. It's quite exciting to
Good
do.
shout, J-Dog.
James Tharrell was a fun one as well, because like, firstly seeing someone actually be able to chuck a skateboard around like that
Easily.
is insane, and then making a cool video out of it was
Yeah, filming a pro skater was pretty cool, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's always like the pinnacle of like cool film, isn't it? Skateboard videos. That's how we grew up.
Yeah. It is quite cool to do that, and especially with the football one as well, and then the boxing.
yeah
All very like high impact, cool sports.
yeah definitely.
My first one from the top is: how much have you paid out in parking tickets this year on the Destroyer?
On the Destroyer.
Who's that from?
That's from Fish
Nice.
downstairs.
Well, we had one at the start. We had one when we got our number plates changed, and that was unfair by some of our council. So if they're watching, bit tight. We literally got the private plate put on the vehicle, parked it up, and then we got a ticket because the private plate didn't match the current permit, and it was already scheduled to change with Swindon Council.
Did we dispute that?
We disputed it, and they said, "Nah, mate, you're paying for
They
it."
chucked it out.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, fuck,
Cheeky buggers.
And then recently, we've been given another one for parking in a place that is parking zone G, which is where our permit's for. But it's also got a loading bay sign, but it says both.
Yeah, it's
Have you
stupid.
disputed that?
Insert
I have.
photos here.
I have disputed it with photos that Dan took.
It's an absolute joke.
Have you personally, either of you on your own cars, got parking tickets this year?
No.
I think I've had one this year, but over time I've had too many.
Same.
I've had quite a few parking tickets in my life.
Same here.
You the same, Joss?
Yeah,
Did you get many this year?
Yeah, I got one last week.
Where?
Private though.
Where'd you go on last year? Last week?
At mine and Charlotte's flat, because basically we went and collected our Christmas tree,
A
Yeah.
real one.
the real one that
Yeah.
we had to poke through the car diagonally out of the passenger window, and we haven't got a permit holder, so it's just like sat on the dashboard. So I was like, "Oh, can you put it away just so in case it blows out the window or whatever?" Because I just was like, "Shit, if we lose that, then we're like screwed." And then we got back, took the tree back upstairs, forgot to put the permit back up, and by the time we came back down, they'd given us a ticket.
You can dispute that.
I did.
And
And they said, tough, there's clear signage, which I get, but it's like my car was there every single day over lockdown, like it didn't move.
and you hold a license permit.
Yeah, but they're like, it has to be shown
Displayed.
visible. Yeah,
That's a bitch because like you want to dispute that, but like that's what they'll say in court.
yeah,
It wasn't visible.
yeah, and it's
And-
like I can't really blame them because, yeah, I get it, but it's just like, come on,
Get a permit holder,
it's
mate.
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
That's not very Christmassy.
Christmas.
Right, the next one I
Like
have.
Python.
If you could work with one business, who and why? From our good friend Nosy Boy.
Nosy.
Big man, nosy. Probably a clothing business for me.
Who would that be, Dan?
Maybe Finisterre or Doc Martens. I still think it would be pretty cool to do that, just
What-
because they're like British heritage and a bit of like a punk scene going on.
Doc Martens or Red Wings?
I think I'd go Doc Martens.
Yeah.
Just because
Wow.
Red Wings are like, it's an American brand. I don't know. I've just always loved the shoe, but I don't know much about the brand. Whereas Doc Martens is just
That's cool.
cool,
Ben?
hardcore.
Punk. BMW.
Wow. Yeah.
I
I think
think
you were just going to say Audi.
Audi.
Yeah, like the
Audi.
shopping centre.
Audi. Lidl. I want to get Lidl
The
in.
middle aisle.
That'd be fun to photograph, though, wouldn't it?
The middle aisle?
Yeah.
What would you?
Just
photograph
we've got 40 new products going in the middle aisle next week. Can you photograph them all? Yeah, sure.
Imagine being the photographer for that.
Cheese graters,
the weirdest shit.
to toilet lids,
to a salt pig,
And then the next day, it's all going to change again.
Yeah,
because
that'd be
it's never ever the same.
It would be
riveting.
awesome. You got like a wrench, like an Allen key set, like a wrench set.
They've got good shit.
Then you got like
Slippers.
cycling shoes. Then you got like face moisturizer made from like camel's arse.
Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Yeah, bit of you that.
Joss.
I don't know. I've always thought about this question because I initially said like Patagonia, but like I don't really wear it anymore or like engage with them.
Do you hate it now?
I don't hate it.
Have you gone off it?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I always used to like look at them and I just really like their brand, but like I don't know. I'm not that interested anymore. I think I'd rather go for someone like Extinction Rebellion, kind of film like a protest or make like some kind of like short documentary with them about climate change.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dan?
My question.
Yes.
Archie Dimmock _ at the end. See what I did there?
Yes. You put his full handle in. Well done.
He said, "How are you all so fit?"
Ah,
Capital F, capital I, capital T.
rituals.
How are we so fit? I'm not that. I'm lockdown 2, not fit. I could run a 10k if I had to, but I would probably cry.
I tell you what it is. It's the competitive nature of everyone in the office.
Yeah, that's true. Which I spur on. You deny that you have any, but you fucking do.
And then I feel like I just can't not be involved.
Yeah.
So I have to go to the
Josh
gym.
just knows he has to be at this level now, doesn't he? Like he doesn't
Yeah.
even compete, and he
Mate,
just knows he has to be there.
If I got lazy and didn't go to the gym, I would feel even more like shit because of you two.
Ben is like, you are super competitive.
Yeah.
And like you say, I'm not, on the outside, I'm not that competitive. But inside, I'm like, I'm not going to let anyone fucking beat me.
Yeah,
He is
and
not fucking beating me.
I don't think either of us could beat you at anything.
Oh,
Typing.
I'd batter you at racket sports and touch typing.
Okay.
And I have beaten you at. I'd beat you at all racket sports.
Yeah, I'm not
Bitch.
the best at racket sports.
Anything that
I'm
requires
too strong. I just hit the ball too hard.
or for too long.
Yeah, I just hit the cock too hard. Shuttlecock.
I reckon you could outlast me in tennis though, or table tennis.
If it's
Like,
an endurance.
Yeah,
sport.
like, I reckon,
Yeah, just be
if, for 12 hours, I reckon you could keep going.
I meant endurance. Like you just absolutely stunk us both.
yeah.
But that's not like, I don't think that's, I don't hold that current fitness all the time. I think it's just in the mind. I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
I've reached this peak and I'm not gonna ever like not exceed that again.
You could switch that on though. Like if you knew like, oh, they're gonna beat me, you'll be like,
Yeah.
no, they're not.
Weird. It's my Pisces trait. That's because I'm a fish. Fish never stop. They don't sleep.
Another one from Nosy Boy. I guess we'll go for this one quite quick. Will you be recruiting next year? Yes.
There we go.
There you go.
What's your favourite...
Whoa. Your question is it?
Sorry.
Is it?
No, you're right.
You me.
Sorry, Dan. Didn't realise your endurance was kicking in there.
Thank you. The first one here is from Polly. He said, "What's the perfect crime?" What do you mean by perfect crime?
Have you seen The Office? Because I think that's an Office reference.
What is that? Am I missing something there?
Nah, just like that is the question. What's the perfect crime?
And I'm like, what is a
Yeah.
perfect crime?
A crime that's perfect, I suppose.
Should I turn that light?
Yeah, let's hit the big one.
Is it gone off?
There's been that wrote it like that. So hi everyone. Small interlude here, whilst Joss just pops that light on.
What's the perfect crime?
The perfect crime. I tell you one.
The
when I
perfect
used-
crime is one you don't get caught.
No, that's just been illegal, Dan.
Oh yeah.
Would you define? I'm not going to go there actually. The perfect crime, right? I like this one. When I used to work at the police, I had a guy call me up saying he's just parked his like brand new rally road bike up in Oxford. It's like a £2,500 bike, and he's bike locked and everything. Gone for dinner, came out, and someone's put a bike lock on top of his bike and locked his bike. And he said, "What do I do?" And I was like, "Fucking no idea, mate." So I went to speak to the sergeant, and he's like, "Well, he can't destroy the bike lock. He can't tamper with it because that's criminal damage. So he kind of has to leave it. There's nothing he can do." So I went back and I told him, he's like, "Mate, it's a £2,500 bike. If I leave that tonight overnight, it will get nicked."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, sorry. Like, there's nothing I can do. I can't advise you to break the lock because then it's criminal damage. If the lock gets broken and we don't know about it and whatever happens, you know." So the perfect crime would be, I think, an old person putting a bike lock on the wrong bike. Because that's just really funny and it causes so much fucking anguish.
That is really good.
Sorry, yeah, there you go.
That's a great perfect crime.
What would you say?
I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Dan thinks it's a riddle, so don't ask Dan.
Yeah. I'm thinking perfect crime. The TV license man comes to your house, asks for a TV license or asks if you've got one, but you just tell him, "No, sir. All I do is watch Netflix."
It's true.
Because he thinks it's a crime, but it's not. Because
Yeah.
you're just watching Netflix.
But then you go back and put BBC One on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he's gone, you quickly slide Schofield back onto the TV.
The perfect crime. That's good answers, that. I like that.
That was good.
Josh, you got anything to add to that one?
Absolutely nothing. Sorry.
All right, then.
Your question.
What's your favourite Christmas cracker joke? No, sorry, we won't do that one. What have you asked for Christmas? This can be spiritually. This can be what are you manifesting, what are you asking from your girlfriends, what are you hoping to happen for Christmas. I'll branch it out. That's from our boy Noisy Boy again. Noisy Boy!
I don't know if I've actually asked for anything.
I've asked Hannah for some socks.
That's good. That's a
Just
good
like some-
present.
It's a brand called Stance or Stance.
Stance.
Just like some of those socks because they're good
Nice.
quality. I've got some for CrossFit and they're awesome.
Pog.
Yay.
Ben?
Yeah.
You want to
Um,
manifest anything?
I am manifesting loads of money bags. No, I'm not. I am manifesting... No, not really. Just kind of hoping that everything goes back to normal next year.
Yeah.
Family health.
Yeah.
And more Charles Dwight clothes. Because I fucking love it. Hope I look
Nice.
as sexy and smart as I do this year. I just want to keep aging like a fine wine.
Wonder what we look like in that video, the last summary video. Put weight on.
Were you
Probably.
telling him or we're asking?
Put weight on? is that an exclamation mark or a question mark? That was brilliant. Put weight on?
That's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you what's happened.
Joss, how about you?
Put weight on?
I don't think I've asked for anything really, but I just like to keep learning, keep growing.
There we go.
Keep getting massive in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dan?
Next cue is, again, from Social Polly. If you could change your name, what are you changing it to?
Morpheus.
Morpheus Henderson.
Yeah. No, just Morpheus.
Nice.
It's a good name.
Dan?
Henrik Wolf.
Why?
Henrik Wolf.
That's a sick name, that. That's like a
That's
posh
so
boy.
strong.
That's like a posh boy clothing line. Woof. Yeah, you got that new Henrik Wolf clothing?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Should launch
Henrik spelled Henrik.
Nah, you
Yeah.
you want to
What,
go.
would you go CK?
Yeah, definitely. You want to go like English heritage kind of feel.
I'm going Swedish.
that. Ooh.
Henrik.
Henrik.
Wolf.
So Henrik Wolf.
I think you fucked that.
I think I'd go W00. Like a number plate.
Like a number plate. Snip at that. Just snip at that one line.
W0OLFE. Wolfie.
Wolfie.
Wolf.
Ben?
Max power.
Max Power.
Nice.
So I can
Like
so-
the old magazine.
Yeah, so when I'm going like when I'm like
Max
doing
Power.
something sport wise, I can be like, time to go to max power.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's me.
Is that a Simpsons reference?
You'll be on
I think so.
You'll be
Yeah,
in a
nice.
running machine. Like, oh my god, that guy is Max Power.
Literally.
Nice.
Joss, your name.
I said Morpheus.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Morpheus.
Just Morpheus. Like Beyonce.
fair enough.
That'd be kind of cool. Like, so can you give me a tour around your office? Yeah, this is Dan. This is Ben. Morpheus. I'm in.
Beyonce, that's not her name though, is it?
Yeah.
That's a stage name.
What's her name then?
I don't know her actual name, but
It's
that's-
Beyonce.
She's got an actual name.
Beyonce Knowles.
Yeah,
Is it?
It's
Yeah.
actually that.
Seriously?
Yes.
Well, she's got a second name, Knowles.
Yeah.
Knowlesy.
Nosy. Beyonce Nosy boy.
Do you reckon Knowlesy's related to Beyonce Knowles?
Well, Nosy, if you're listening to the podcast, mate, let us know.
And if you don't like it,
Don't let us know.
I've got a question for Joss from Matt Cole.
oh,
Really?
Has Joss learnt how to use a microwave yet.
A microwave.
Yeah.
Microwave.
Nice.
Ever since you burnt the house down.
I just can't be trusted. I don't think I've microwaved anything since.
I don't think he has either.
Not in
No
the
one
office.
has. No one's gone near the death trap.
There's one lesson there, and that is to never take instruction off Ben ever again.
Yeah, very true.
Look, you guys say this, but I've spoken to like 3 different mums about this.
Yeah.
And I said,
How many mums do you know?
my mum,
Don't answer that.
Amber's mum, I asked your mum.
Did you?
Yeah. And I
You
said,
didn't ask me for permission.
sorry.
That's my mum, not your mum.
Sorry. Wow, she does call me son. I asked them. I gave them the scenario. I said, if your friend brought in leftover sweet toffee pudding,
Yeah.
Sticky toffee pudding.
sticky toffee pudding, how long would you advise them to put it in the microwave for?
Yeah.
And they all said 2 minutes or more. And I advise you 2 minutes, and I stand by it. There's something in that product, Josh, that it just did not like.
I reckon
You
there
can
was
tell Charlotte
tinfoil
that.
at the bottom.
Huh?
There was tinfoil at the bottom of it. Or something.
There was that, yeah. Mate, whenever I've heated up like dessert and stuff, 2 minutes has always been popping.
Fair enough.
But remember you put it in like the third time, and we put it in for like 20 seconds, and it was smoking.
Yeah.
There was
I
smoke
just don't
bellowing
know.
out of it.
Like you said in the vlog, it was plutonium.
Maybe she was trying to kill us, man.
Maybe. She hasn't done it yet.
Still here.
Still here. Still kicking.
My question now. Do you prefer the left hand side of your body or the right?
Right.
Why?
I'm right-handed, and my right set of teeth are better.
Fair enough. Joss?
Just looking at my biceps. Right, probably. Yeah. What about you, Dan?
He's left-handed, so probably left.
Yeah, left.
Yeah.
I dress to the left.
Your
so-
left nut is bigger as well.
Yeah.
Next one I have is
Sorry to Joss's mum, who's probably listening to this.
Matt Cole. Does Ben still drink Carling? Not often, Matt, but I will drink it. How well are you actually doing for Dan to be swanning about in Red Wings? I like how he used the word swanning there.
Who's that?
No
Matt
comment.
Cole again.
No comment.
No comment on that one.
When do you feel most in control?
In general,
Yeah, I don't know. In a car?
when I'm driving a car,
Yeah.
I feel pretty in control when I'm driving a car.
Yeah.
I'm usually more in control after about 40 kilos.
Of yourself. So you're not in control when you're sober.
Can you imagine being like that? I guess some people might be.
Yeah. I could nail some tequila right now.
Oh, God, no.
No?
No.
You love it.
Oh. Joss, when are you most in control, mate?
Probably when I'm driving.
I'd say late evening
What, for me?
for myself. Why when you're driving?
Because I'm in control of a vehicle. I'm in
Yeah.
control of like a machine. And it makes me feel like I'm very good at... I like to think I'm very good at driving. Very experienced in it.
Fair enough. I'll be back.
You get the door.
I'd like to say I'm quite a confident driver as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely feel confident next to the missus.
yeah, and I guess Charlotte isn't the most confident driver, so it's quite nice to be a confident driver and feel like
Yeah.
I've got us safe. I got this.
I have a question from you, Joss.
Yeah.
Why is Bruce dead?
Well, it's a question from me to you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Why is Bruce dead?
I think it's the lack of sunlight. He doesn't... I mean, his leaves are greener. Like, the colours come back a bit, don't you think?
Dan, do you think the colours come back on Bruce at all?
He does actually look quite vibrant green. I think the only thing that makes him look like he's dead is because Ben butchered it.
Ben butchered Bruce.
Remember that day you cut him like to pieces?
Yeah, but that's because he didn't have enough... You know, he had too much to look after.
So you just thought, I'll tell you what, I'll get rid of like most of his leaves.
But look how good he looks
What's that
now, though.
noise? It's the alarm downstairs.
Christ, that's scary.
All right, my question.
Go on then.
What's your favourite temperature outside? These are some great questions, by the way.
Probably about
25.
25.
Are you mad?
That
What are
is
you, a
hot,
kangaroo?
mate. I was going to say like 13, 14
13,
degrees.
14?
Yeah.
Nah, shorts and t-shirt every day.
Nah.
Nah?
Jumper
No.
and jeans.
It's probably 6 for me.
6?
Yeah.
What the
I
fuck?
feel most in control. I like the temperature. I like feeling fresh.
No one's looking at my bare naked legs.
Yeah. I've put a coat on. Probably got like 3 layers on up top.
I'm not particularly comfortable when I wear shorts.
Why is that?
Chicken legs.
Yeah, I haven't got chicken legs. You've got
Yeah.
big beefy legs.
Shut up.
You got big boy legs.
Big boy legs. All right.
What are you staring at?
You, mate.
You Robin.
I can't believe you'd prefer 6 degrees to any other temperature.
Fly on my face.
I'm just never like
It
comfortably
doesn't mean you
warm.
can avoid the question because there's a fly around you.
I said.
Fucking answer it.
Yeah, I said that. That's my favourite temp.
Are you just using gum on the podcast now, are you? Everyone's just going to listen to you fucking
Is it bad, Josh?
gurn out some gum.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, mate.
Sorry, everyone.
Do you want to take that out?
I'll swallow it.
No, don't swallow it. It's permanent.
Oh, it's going to get stuck around your lungs.
Dan, you'll actually get your health insurance invalidated.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd spit it out.
If you had life insurance.
Or pretend you spat it out.
Why?
Because you'll invalidate your health insurance. like that.
How?
Trust-
You could swallow chewing gum with health insurance, surely.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then you can smoke as well then.
It's not like chewing gum's carcinogenic or anything. What's it going to do?
It is carcinogenic.
Is it?
Yes.
Why?
Alexa, is chewing gum is chewing gum carcinogenic? Yes. See, there you go. Just
You have
take,
me on.
take the gum out, mate. We're on a
You-
podcast. Don't swallow it. No.
Jokes.
Smooth. Ugh.
So hot.
Are you serious? It actually does void your insurance.
I can't believe you started using chewing gum midway through a podcast. That's such a Ben Lawton thing to do.
It's CB12.
What?
It's a really good chewing gum.
CBD oil in it.
No, it's like a certain brand of like mouth. They do mouthwash, but they also do chewing gum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Premium, yeah.
Yeah.
If you could play any role in a film, what would it be?
Is it an existing film?
That's from Wellesley. Yeah.
So we're replacing an actor?
Yeah.
Probably like Obi-Wan. Oh, yeah. Or
Stifler from American Pie.
Mandalorian.
I'd be Freddie Mercury, Remy Malek as Freddie Mercury.
Would ya?
In Bohemian Rhapsody? Yeah. Just fucking love to sing like him.
That would be cool.
And
That's
I will. That's Queen, isn't it? I said Celine Dion.
That's
Yeah,
Titanic, mate.
I think I'll probably be a Mandalorian.
All right, nice.
Okay.
What's should I change my energy supplier?
Who's that from?
I'm just wondering.
Oh,
No, it's from Polly.
all right.
That's from Social Polly.
If you're paying over the odds, if you're with one of the big six, Polly, probably I would say.
What are you, Martin Lewis?
Yes, I am. Welcome to Supermarket Suite. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Ryland Clark.
Yeah. No, it's Ryland, isn't it? Yeah, Ryland Clark. Yeah. Yeah. Ryland wears Clarks.
Should you change energy supplier, Joss?
I don't know. I've only ever been with one. Well, since we've only just moved into our flat.
Fair enough.
Who is it?
OVO Energy.
Dan, who are you with?
Relentless.
Relentless Energy.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
the energy
the
drink.
monster.
Oh, nice.
I thought you meant there's like an electric supplier. Imagine that. Yeah, I pay Relentless Energy. We give you too much.
They're just like burning coal in your back garden.
Okay then. What we got one from Harry Thiessen here.
Big H.
Big Harry
Big
Thiessen.
H.
I feel like we've all had a drink. We've not.
Just high on air, aren't we?
Yeah.
What's the biggest risk the company has taken this year?
Keeping Dan on.
Keeping you on has been pretty risque.
Oof.
No. What do you think it is?
Well,
what's the biggest risk, businessman?
Obviously, probably you, Joss.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely.
I guess.
Seeing as, well, COVID it wasn't here yet, was it? But it was 2-3 weeks away.
Yeah.
Sorry to mention the C word again,
It's
but
alright.
um,
I don't think there is. It has been.
in hindsight, that's probably
Hasn't been any big risk. We play it. I wouldn't say we play it safe, but we play it pretty smart in terms of like
definitely.
risk is either down to the product you put out or finance. Finance, we play it pretty fucking well, and the product we put out, I don't think we ever. You know, you'd have to be in a certain category to put some risky shit out in terms of a video product.
I think as well, if you're ever in a situation where you think, oh, I'm not sure about this, you have quite a good network of people that you could go to and maybe ask advice.
Yeah.
Do you think we should take more risks?
Yes.
Like what?
Do you think 2021 we will take more risks?
I'd like to.
It'll be the year of risks.
Do you think you're a risk taker, Dan?
Yeah.
Dang.
Dang, Pedit.
Not overly.
Yeah.
I'm like willing to take risks, but I'm also like very much like, all right, let's see how that works. But then sometimes you there's not enough time in the world to be doing shit like that. You have to go all in or nothing.
100.
Like, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Or The Chase.
The chaser.
Joss, do you think you're a risk taker?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Wow.
I would like to be more a risk taker, and I think I've got better.
Hmm.
Do you think you are, Benjamin?
Yeah, I probably would say so. I don't really evaluate things as risk, though. I just kind of
Opportunity.
want to try stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Is it your question or my question?
Your question.
When was the last time you cried?
Who asked that?
Today.
Good for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh.
My nan's in the hospital, in case anyone's wondering. Oh, awkward laugh. But yeah, everything's all right.
All right. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you want to cry again?
Nah.
Not on the podcast?
Would that be all right, actually?
You're allowed to.
Yeah, just a quick weep. I've got nothing left! Dan, last time you cried?
I think I've cried a couple of times this year, actually. But I think when Hannah's horse got put down, that's pretty sad.
Yeah.
That whole that was like during COVID as well, and that was like a hard 3 or 4 months of pretty traumatic. So that was pretty hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joss?
I don't know the last time, but I have definitely cried this year. I think just being in COVID and lockdown just makes you kind of just think about stuff more, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Being by yourself and with your own thoughts does make you think about stuff more. Yeah, nothing, no big life experiences, I guess, that have made me cry.
Nice. If you was to win £100 million on the Euro Millions, big up Dale Winton,
Legend.
what are you going to do with it? Imagine how much £100 million is.
Probably.
How many millions has that been?
You know, the first thing
100.
That was a joke.
Over to the numbers, man.
Looks at him. Is that a lot? Can I buy a car with that? 100 million. What's it going to be? Would it be a new car straight away?
I'm not.
I'd probably go to a financial advisor and say, "Here's 100 mil. How much do I get on dividends each year from that? Like interest. Like you get, let's say he's going to get you 5% a year on 100 mil.
Well, that was a really cool answer.
Yeah, really cool.
I'm going to go to a financial advisor
Hold on.
and I'm going to work out how much
Are you working
interest
out
I
how
can
much
make
5%
from
is
it.
of 100 million?
And then I'm just going to look at it as it grows. I'm
Yes.
not going to spend any
5 million.
Oh, Ben.
Right.
spend
Oh,
any
Ben.
money.
Sorry. So 5% of 100 million is 5 million. The most simple maths. Pog.
So is that 150 million then?
No, so
I'm joking.
I'd give him 100 mil, and then I know he'd be like, "Oh, I'll give you 5% a year," and it's like, "All right, I've got 5 mil a year to play with," and then I would just spend that on stuffs.
Between you getting the 100 mil on a Monday, your financial advisor can't see you till the Wednesday. Are you going to spend any of that money between then and then?
Yeah.
Well, things you
I
spend,
don't know, mate.
Things you spend it, you're not going to get 5 mil because you've spunked it already.
How are you gonna spunk it in 2 days?
Don't know, mate, but it's not going to be a round number.
What would you buy, Dan?
Probably buy a rundown farm. Probably buy a couple pubs.
In 1 day, you'd find the pub to buy in 1 day.
Yeah,
Mate, he's got 100
No, you
mil.
wouldn't.
Does
mate,
what he wants.
100 mil.
No, you wouldn't.
I can pay people to
Mate,
find.
Hannah
pubs
wouldn't
for
even
me.
take it off work. She'd be like, "Oh, I'll stay at work. You go find a farm." You're not going to find one that you're going to get in 2 days.
100 mil. You could buy a farm for like $1 million.
But you got to find the right one.
I've got so much money, it wouldn't have to be the right one. I'd just buy the first one.
A farm's like a mill.
And then convert it. Of course you would. Yeah.
You've got enough money.
They're all
to
right,
buy it,
aren't
yeah.
they? Yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
mate.
it's a shame it's not in Oxford. That's fine. We'll move it to Oxford.
Yeah. Oh, by Oxford.
So yeah, maybe just buy loads of land.
Would
It'd
you?
be a good investment, wouldn't it?
Do you think
land?
is that the first thing you do, or do you think you'd drive to a car garage and buy a car and
I
then
don't
go
think
do that?
cars would be on top of my list.
You wouldn't drive the Range Rover or something?
I think the first car I would get would be a Defender,
New Defender.
but it wouldn't be the first thing I buy.
No.
It'd be
You'd
the first
order.
car, but
You'd
it wouldn't
order
be
it
my
though,
first.
wouldn't you? You'd spec it and order it.
Yeah.
I think it would definitely be within like the first week or month.
Where
But
would
it
you
wouldn't
eat?
be like, where'd I eat?
Yeah. Because I feel like as a young teenager child, things like the Weybridge and Wagamama's and all like the restaurants that we go to now, back then were always a bit of a treat. Whereas I feel like we've kind of acclimatized to all these like nice places to eat now. Like I remember going like to Wagamama's on a weekend with Hannah and being like, oh, this is really nice that we're coming here. Now we just go there on the casual. It's just like standard food. Is what restaurant or what piece of food would you like go to as a treat?
I don't think there would be one.
Some Wagyu beef or something like that.
Nah.
Some like imported Japanese.
I think I'd probably just, in all honesty, if I did win 100 mil, not to give you a smart answer, I would probably drive down to my parents and tell them I've won 100 mil.
Yeah.
What should we do?
Yeah.
And then maybe like probably get a takeaway curry, get fucked.
Yeah, true.
That's probably what would happen.
I would definitely just like go see my parents and be like, so there's this amount of money that I can't even fathom that is now in my bank account.
Yeah.
What do you want?
And
Here
you're
you
not
go.
touching any of it.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, name anything you want, have it.
I'd buy you a hamster, Dan,
Yeah.
and then I'd take it away from you.
What? What? Why?
Just kidding.
Syrian.
Imagine being able to.
Hamster. You thought a Syrian first, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Why?
When you say Assyrian, you don't think Assyrian hamster.
Well, I do. Rest in peace, Gwai.
Was there anything you'd buy your parents for any amount of money? Is there anything you think they'd want? Or would you just like you pay off the mortgage or something?
Yeah, just make sure that they're financially secure. You know, make sure that my financial advisor's got them in hand. Make sure everyone's kind of solid and secure at home. Make sure my parents are looked after.
Are you being me? Is that what I sound like? I sound like a prick, don't I?
Nah.
Is there a certain bike or car you'd buy your dad?
He loves like the old Renault 2CVs. Very old school car. They used to use it as like a farm car.
He used to have
back in
quite a lot,
France.
didn't he?
Eh?
He used to have quite a lot of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he had quite a few.
Yeah.
He bloody loves them, so I'd just get one of them.
Joss? And if you'd buy your mum or dad?
I'd probably. Have you seen an MG midget?
Mm-hmm.
My mum used to have one of them, I think, or her dad did. I think she quite likes them. So I'd probably get her one of them, and I think I'd get my dad, like... I think he'd love a Defender, or some kind of, like, old Jag, or something like that. I could see him rocking around in one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'd have to ask.
Yeah.
What could you see your parents... Would you buy them a car, do you think?
I think I'd buy my dad a Tesla.
I would want to get my parents, like, a Tesla or something,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they'd be, like... trusting of the technology.
I think I'd buy them a room on a cruise ship because you can buy them and you can just hop on the cruise
Mate,
ship whenever you want.
Just buy them a fucking boat.
Just buy him a cruise ship.
But then you've got to drive it and
Buy 'em
upkeep it.
shares in
My
the
dad
cruise
doesn't
ship.
want. My dad doesn't want that stress.
Private sailor pilot man.
Just make your dad a
What?
Just make your dad a sailor. I could see your dad being a sailor.
Just grant him.
If your dad wasn't doing what he was doing,
Yeah.
what would be the next best thing you think? If like money and degrees and everything wasn't a problem,
So he could just do whatever he wanted.
yeah, and you make him like expert in it like that. What do you
Uh,
think he'd be really good at or love?
I think it'd be good as like a teacher.
Yeah,
Not sure what age though. I don't know if he'd be good with adults or better with children.
adults.
Yeah, he's a bit crazy.
Yeah,
So,
but I think people would like that.
Yeah, it'd fit well with
What do you think your dad would teach?
teaching adults.
Architecture, probably.
Really?
Oh. Architecture?
Yeah, he
Wow.
always wanted to be an architect.
I could see your dad being a pilot.
Nah.
I'd love to hear his voice on the tannoy.
Just have to hear his voice right now.
Good morning, everyone. This is John Lawton here. We're just flying at 35,000 feet over Hawaii. I've actually got my son and his fiance on board. Carol, make sure you're not drinking too much Prosecco at the back of the plane there.
Yeah, he would be a good pilot, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's a good driver, so I reckon he could land a plane all right.
Oh, yeah.
What would you put your dad in? You could make him the BFG
Your dad
Yeah.
could be a great, just
wrestler.
I think he'd love to have something to do with the army again. So maybe like a colonel or something.
Oh yeah.
Just to have that title. I don't know like what they do day to day, to be perfectly honest.
I don't think
But-
anyone does.
No, but I think he'd just like to have some like authority in the army. Yeah.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Just got some money, everyone.
Why?
£30. 30 fresh pounds.
Why is that?
First person to take the clothes off wins all of it. Joking. This is from Gruff and Luke Knotts. Big ups.
For the t-shirts.
they're buying T-shirts with cash,
Oh,
which brings us
nice.
into a nice little segment here. T-shirts.
yes.
Tell me more.
They are a great way to launder money. Oh, sorry.
Are they actually?
No, I've no idea. Probably. Any cash in hand business. That's a joke, obviously, from what you said. Moving swiftly on from that joke. Yes, we've launched a 4-year...
Anniversary.
He's seen a ghost. He's broken. Imagine if you actually broke.
we release it. No, you go.
We've released a 4-year anniversary T-shirt, which represents small things about our business over the past 4 years. They are coming out. They're out now. They're live through the link in our bio on Instagram. They are only £15, a very affordable T-shirt, and all profits go to charity.
Yes, Threshold charity based here in Swindon that helps prevent homelessness in the town.
I guess it's quite an important topic. It's something that we're very lucky to not be homeless.
Absolutely.
So I think to support a charity that, takes people off the street and supports those who need it the most is quite important, especially in our hometown.
Yeah, and I'm sure they could do with donations as well, as always.
So yeah, we are charging them at £15 a tee. I think it costs roughly £8. If we print a certain amount, it costs £8. Then the price of the print goes down. The more we buy, which then means the more profit that we give to charity. So the more people who buy it, the more money that goes to charity. So not only are you getting an awesome T-shirt, you're also giving money to a local charity.
Yeah. So when
yes,
obviously pre-orders at the minute. When will the T-shirt be available?
Pre-orders are until, I think we're doing pre-orders for the next 2 weeks, and then the production will start, I'm guessing early Jan, because we're kind of hitting it around the Christmas break.
Yeah.
So production and print will start early Jan, and then I'm thinking they'll be dropping on doorsteps mid-Jan.
Nice.
Mid to late Jan. We don't know yet on
Very nice.
timescales when it comes to the printers and stuff, but the artwork's all locked in, so we are waiting now for deadlines to be met.
Amazing. Big Pog.
Big Pog. Ben's got a new favourite word.
Pog, yeah.
POG.
From
Tell me
PogChamp,
more.
from
From
Twitch. Twitch.tv.
PogChamp.
Yeah, it's so like emojis and stuff. They have like pieces of code you put in to get the emoji. Like a heart would be a less than 3, a smiley face would be a colon bracket.
Yeah.
Yep.
You type that.
Following, yeah.
Dan?
Yeah.
You're not, are you?
Yeah. Control, shift, them, that one, enter.
You are not a programmer, mate.
If you're on the same keyboard as me, you'd understand. But
Fair enough.
I don't use QWERTY anymore.
Where was I going with that? PogChamp. So PogChamp is the code you put in or the text you put in to get a certain emoji on Twitch in the chat.
Oh.
So if something like funny happens, everyone's like PogChamp because the emoji it brings up is like funny and like nice. Okay. So then when stuff started happening, people used to say out loud Pog or PogChamp, and now it's come into Pog, and Pog's just quite funny to say. Quite fun to say. Pog.
Is it awesome?
Is what awesome?
Pog.
It's kind of like.
Do you feel awesome when you say it? Sounds like a thing you'd be like, this is awesome.
I'm really cool.
Nah,
Cool
more
awesome. I'm cool awesome.
It's more of like a niche internet kind of
Ooh.
word
Yeah.
that I wouldn't argue is cool.
Inside.
But you get
inside
past
crew.
the age, don't you, where you don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inside crew.
Well, at least I
Me
know
and
how
the
to get online,
boys.
boys. Hey? Dial up Dan over there. That was a good one. Dial up Dan.
Oi.
Sorry, yeah.
Have it.
That should be your superhero name.
Dial up Dan. I'll take that.
Have we got any more questions on the gram?
Fill in the gaps, Joss. Is Die Hard a Christmas film?
No.
Yes. Got low battery.
What's your favourite Christmas? Is it flashing?
Yeah.
That'd be all right. What's your favourite Christmas
No,
meat?
It's literally saying low battery.
Turkey, gammon, or beef? All right, Joss. Best change that.
Okay.
Just in case, mate. Turkey, gammon, or beef? Christmas dinner.
Turkey.
Go.
Would have been turkey, yeah.
Scum.
What'd yours have been?
Well,
Well, I
vegan
don't-
and I say.
Yeah, what would it have been?
You're not. He's obviously not vegan.
Well, I am.
We got a
Ben
fraud.
doesn't eat meat.
I eat nut roasts.
Same.
No, you got to pick from the free meats, dickhead.
Yeah. Linda
I'm not gonna
McCartney
give you that.
roast.
I'm not going to give you that.
I know what it is.
What?
Gammon. You're a fucking slut for red meat, you are.
Wow. It was actually turkey on Christmas Day. Never beef.
But what was your
Ever.
favourite?
Turkey, but then on Boxing Day, always gammon.
Yeah, he's not asking that. What's your favourite meat out of those three?
It depends on the day. Probably turkey.
Blood from a stone, Joss, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Joss Stone.
Yeah. That's me.
Joss weighs what?
1 stone.
There you
I'm a child.
go. Right, come on then, you vegan. What's next?
Are
Are we closed off for this?
I think we may be. That was the end of the questions. That was the end of the question round. On to the next one.
What are your goals, business and personal, for the new year?
Not to get phone calls during podcasts would be nice. Bring someone else on. Do that thing I said I was going to do about the new unit.
Just drop that in there.
Such a leak. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Get in better shape and do more things that I want to do.
Mine is to meet more famous people.
Don't care.
Like who?
I want to meet an A-list celebrity.
Any preference?
Charles Harding.
Depends. Is he an A-list in your eyes?
In Swindon he is, yeah.
There you go. So meet an A-list celebrity, completely random, don't know why. Just love it.
Shall I?
Did you say shalom?
Yeah. Good day.
Go to a festival
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and keep loving everyone that I love.
Business goals? You just spoke about yourself there, mate.
Yeah, literally, mate. No one cares, Dan.
Get out of business with you arseholes. Get a new team together.
Start selling my own aftershave out of a truck.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Another member of the team would be awesome.
Yeah.
Another DSLR camera. Weak. That's all, folks.
Nice.
Joss?
Personal goals. Just
The way you asked, you just
Yeah,
threw your
yeah.
hands up in the air.
I don't really have any.
So I'm definitely the funniest.
No.
Nah.
Off the cuff funny?
You just have great moments. You're pretty funny, Dan. I give you that. You're probably
From one funny brother to another.
the funniest person I've ever met
Oh, wow.
from school.
Wow.
I actually haven't thought of any goals this year.
Oh, well, why'd you come to the podcast then?
God. I think just keep on trucking. Keep on doing what we're doing.
Don't worry
growing-
about us.
keep
Worry
growing.
about yourself. What do you want to do?
Keep going with fitness and going to the gym and just keep on it and
Business, Joss. What sort of clients do you want to work on next year?
you just told me to stop talking about business.
Dan, did you say that?
Yes.
I don't remember you saying that.
Me neither.
You're both as bad as each other.
Shalom.
I don't know. What clients do I want to work with?
I don't know. You tell us.
Some kind of climate change awareness brand would be cool.
Fitting.
Yep. Why is that fitting?
Because we've got a Land Rover Defender.
Who's we? I don't drive it. I'm not allowed.
Nice.
That's true.
Very good.
Right, I have to go because I've got like 14 missed
You've
calls.
got to go, have you?
Yeah.
Something more
Yeah.
important than this.
And this
My nan's in the
shambolic
hospital.
podcast.
So she is. Thanks everyone for joining us on this bumpy road, this 2020.
Yes.
Here's to 2021, where the road will be smoother and the otters will be cleaner.
That sounds horrible.
Proper deep throated that then.
Okay, that's enough.
That was a real gag
We
reflex.
should watch this back this time next year.
We should watch it back, shouldn't we? And then like almost react to it.
Merry Christmas and have a lovely New Year.
4 calls. 4 different people.
Yeah.
Right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks for joining us on this lovely ride. We are Otterworks. You are the podcast crew. Thank you, and we will see you in 2022. 2021, but it sounded better as 2022. See you,
Nice.
Joss. Cut there, Joss.
See you then. Bye.